always been interested in actual virtual interface, in the interaction of the physical body with an avatar body. And also in 2000 I did a performance titled Movatar, using a motion prosthesis, where in fact the opposite was possible. The avatar was activating the upper part of my body. So I wore an exoskeleton, 3 degrees of freedom, but in that case the avatar was interfaced with the upper part of my body, but the lower part of my body was free to move with its own agency. So it was a kind of split body experience. So I've always been interested in this kind of interaction. With the performance for WRO this year, we used a Connect sensor, which recognises your arm gestures. So in this performance, my right arm was making gestures which enabled me to navigate my avatar in the 3D space. So the avatar can walk forwards or backwards, the avatar can fly, or it can land on the ground in the virtual space. And if I bent my body forward, the avatar is moving forward. If I bend my body back, the avatar is moving back. So that was on the right side. But the left side, the arm gestures actuated sounds, and also actuated the special animations. So for example, when the avatar does a backflip, a somersault, or when the avatar spins around and moves its arms. So it's the different gestures, up, out, forwards, my leg outwards. So you can, in a sense, sample a library of movements and sounds that the avatar performs. So it was a kind of a simple interactive system, only one way from the physical body to the virtual body. But in the future, I'm also thinking of possibilities to make this a feedback system as well. So I get the avatar to move, but the avatar physically affects my body as well. Surgeon says that the other one, well, maybe it is art, but we must be the artists. Here on the ARM project, in fact, was an idea from 1996. But at first it was actually imaged as an ear on the side of my head. But surgically this was not a safe place. I might have had a paralysed right side of my face if we had done it in this location. And so gradually it became apparent through speaking to surgeons about the project that perhaps it would be better to construct the ear on my arm, because the skin of the forearm is soft, it's flexible, it feels like the skin of the ear. And in 2006, 10 years after the idea was first thought, we finally got funding from a London production company, and we convinced 3 surgeons in the United States to do the surgical procedures necessary. And at the moment, what we have is only a relief of an ear. It's not a 3-dimensional ear. We still have to, for example, lift the helix of the ear to construct an ear flap, and then we're going to grow a soft earlobe using my adult stem cells. At the moment, this ear is a little smaller than my actual ear because there's no soft earlobe yet. When this is lifted and then when this is stem cell grown, it will mean an ear about the size of my own ear, and an ear that will be ready for us to re-implant the small microphone. And when we have this small microphone inside the ear, connected to a wireless transmitter in any Wi-Fi hotspot, we will be able to internet enable the ear. So in other words, if you're here in Wroclaw and I'm in London, or if I'm in Melbourne, Australia, you'll be able to listen to what this ear hears wherever I am and wherever you are. So this ear actually, it's not for me. I've got 2 good ears to hear with. So this ear is for people in other places, so they can remotely access and remotely listen to what the ear is hearing here, for example. There is another possibility with this ear, and the other possibility is that the ear can be a part of a distributed Bluetooth system. So for example, if you telephone me on your mobile phone, I will be able to speak to you through my ear. But the little speaker and receiver are implanted in a gap between my teeth. So if I keep my mouth closed, I will be able to listen to your voice from your cell phone in my head, inside my head. If I open my mouth and your friend is close by, they will hear your voice seemingly coming from the inside of my mouth. So this idea of the ear as part of an extended Bluetooth system will mean that you'll be able to communicate directly with your cell phone with the artist through this extra ear.